And Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Gotta go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Burrow. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
11 MT. 12.
Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Gun. 11 Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
11 mighty. 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And some room to maneuver.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Dalton.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. It gets this one to Johnson.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
59 yards.
And the Bengals have moved out in front.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This will be Dalton again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8.
And it'll be Dalton again. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Again, that's Hurst. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Dalton. This is Smith with a grab.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Done. Cut. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down and 4. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
From the 35 on second down, Dalton. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, Andy Dalton to throw.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Another chance for Dalton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Andy Dalton.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Hey, 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? And Dalton will just sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be first down, Saints.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
44.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now to the air, Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Burrow.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty.
Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
11, MP, pace. 11, MP, 11.
From the gun to give to Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Now Burrow.
Flushed out right. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.